Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. Now to do another video. This is called Top 10 Spongebob episode from seasons 4 plus that I recommend to people that quit after season 3 or maybe a few parts of season 4. Now for the ones who quit in season 4 and return back for birthday belt or maybe 9B or something like that, there are some episodes in seasons 5 plus that I recommend. Now let's do the video. Coming at number 10 is Shelby Man. This episode's really funny. This episode's plot is SpongeBob impersonates Mr. Krabs while he's pretty much broken his shell like that, and that's a really interesting idea. And the comedy is really funny. Like there are some really funny scenes of SpongeBob impersonating Mr. Krabs, his laugh, and yeah, nothing else to say. Just a great episode. Not there on my top 100 list, although I prefer Fear of a Crybaby. This one is really good. Coming at number 9 is Squids on the Bus. It's from season 12. This episode is another Squidward torture porn episode done right. You've seen tons of Squidward torture episodes that are done wrong, like say Cephalopod Lodge or Squid's Visit. Yeah, those cliches like that, stuff like that. But this episode's really good on say how they treat Squidward because. And sure, there's some parts where he actually kind of deserves the punishment because he's pretty much getting angry to the bus driver in the beginning, and next he's kind of deserving that he got his torment by Spawn and Patrick. And there's some really cool stuff, and there's even one part that's kind of reference to Rock Bottom. I don't know. Yeah, when they go down to the cliff, and next they enter in another world, and next it kind of reference to Rock Bottom in a little bit. Anyways, yeah, this episode I recommend if you can't handle Spawn and Patrick laughing or being annoying, then yeah, you won't even watch this episode. But if you like the comedy from the first 2 seasons, you might tune into this episode. It's really funny. Coming at number 8 is Suction Cup Symphony. This episode's plot is Squidward writing Symphony, but accidentally puts SpongeBob and Patrick into the Symphony too. Yeah. This episode's really funny. Why is it funny? Well, aside from the whole premise, this episode's really funny. Like Squidward's complaining to the old people who are pretty much building a billboard, or SpongeBob playing Doctor and Patrick. The whole symphony part there in the opera, that's really funny. Even some random gets like the whole Patrick's little job thing, or say the rubber duck joke. It's really funny. You'll get those jokes when you watch this episode. And yes, Squidward's head does pop at the end, since Patrick put that part right here for if you have high blood next to that, and next Patrick put it on Squidward's head, next his head explodes at the end of the episode. But yeah, Squidward gets his love from the audience at the end. It's still a great episode, and definitely they're my top 100. Coming in at number 7 is Enchanted Tiki Dreams. Now, this is one of the more loved episodes of season 7, and yes, I heard plenty of people praising this episode a lot. I love this episode, but not as much as other people. This episode's good, but not really top 100 personally. There are some parts or in the beginning that I didn't particularly enjoy. But yeah, it turns really great in the second half. The first half was pretty much okay, but the second half was great. And combined to a good episode. It's not one of my favorites of season 7, but they're in my top 20 season 7. Not top 10, but 20, yeah. This episode's good, not just because Spawn and Patrick pretty much realized their mistakes, so they pretty much throw Squidward pretty much in a good, paradise for him. Yeah, that's a good thing, right? Coming in at number 6 is Welcome to the Bikini Bottom Triangle. Now a bunch of people don't like this episode. I consider this one okay, but yeah, this one was an okay episode. I recommend this one to people who don't typically watch the episodes because for the ones who really love supernatural stuff or humor stuff in SpongeBob, you might like this episode for your, but yeah. For me, I consider this one okay. Not one of my favorites of season 7. Kind of overrated, in my opinion. Coming in at number coming in number 5. Yeah, we're in the top 5. My top 5. Coming in at number 5 is Crab Alamo. This is an episode where a bunch of people really absolutely love. I kind of agree with them too. It's about Plankton freezing the Krusty Krab and yeah, Mr. Crab, and yeah, tons of customers come to the Krusty Krab the next day, and Mr. Crab's pretty much getting tons of fortune. So Plankton decides to get the formula while everyone's pretty much enjoying the restaurant. I mean, the whole like cold thing. This episode's really funny. It has some memorable gags, but yeah, I didn't call this one of my favorites because there's some parts I find Mr. Krabs kind of unlikable. Not really that unlikable. If you guys are pretty much getting mad, yeah. Coming in at number 4 is Krusty Towers. This is a really funny episode. This episode's about Mr. Krabs turning the Krusty Krab to a hotel, and yeah, Patrick pretty much takes advantage of Squidward, and next Squidward's pretty much letting Mr. Krabs take advantage of him. Yeah, sure, it's done worse there, and accidents will happen in season 8. This episode, that's done well here in this episode. It's a really funny episode, really enjoyable, and has memorable gags. And definitely, the top 3 has to be Pat Pinocchio. This is an episode that kind of is like a parody for the original Pinocchio, where like say it has a book. I haven't seen Pinocchio. I do have a storybook, that pretty much just got lost. And next, I read the story of Pinocchio, and I do like the episodes pretty much like say reference to old episodes, like the Return of Goo Goo Lagoon, and of course the Goofy Goopers ice cream parlor from the first film. If you guys don't know about that, go watch the first film. You pretty much know what I'm talking about. It's a really good episode. Definitely watch it. It has some memorable gags, and pretty much this is one of the more episodes where Pearl appears with Mr. Krabs. Yeah. Coming in at number 2 is let's see. Number 2 is The Great Patty Caper. This is a really fun adventure episode where Mr. Krabs sends the formula to the bank vault, and next day forgot about the formula. SpongeBob and Patrick are pretty much on their mission to get the formula back, so they can pretty much cook sandwiches. I mean, crab patties. This is a really funny episode. Really enjoyable. Has some really good action. I think the only bad thing is the ending, and some parts feel a little bit slow. Now it gets to honorable mentions. Honorable mentions. Number 11 is Bulletin Board. Really good portrayal on the internet stuff, and yeah. Number 12 has to be Spider Buddies. This is a really fun spy genre on James Bond, kind of like a reference. Number 13 has to be New Digs. It's a really funny episode, and SpongeBob pretty much moving to the Krusty Krab. No, not really, literally moving at the end of the episode. He does go back to his old home, but yeah. Number 14 has to be the Night Patty. It's a really cool night setting on the Krusty Krab, and yeah, I have nothing else to say about this episode. It's actually kind of good. It's actually really good. The night setting and the return of the people from Rock Bottom, and so is Nosferatu. And so is that robot from Who Bob What Band from season 5. Coming at number 1 is Dungeons and Dragons. This is a really great episode. This is a more medieval episode. It's a half-hour special. I love this episode not just because it's a medieval episode, just because of the journey, the comedy, and I love the villain, Plankton more. And yeah, it might give you hints on, like say the family tree of our main characters, like Mr. Krabs, Pearl, or Plankton. Yeah, Plankton's in this episode. He's the main villain, just like other episodes. His portrayal as a villain is really good. Even better than he was there in the Algae Solar Screen, in my opinion. Okay, it's not really Plankton. It's just pretty much it's like one of his old relatives before, or let's say grandpa. But yeah, he's a really good character in this episode, Plankton more. Thanks for watching this, top 10 list. I'm gonna do another one for, I'm gonna do in the top 10 episodes I don't recommend for the people who quit after season 3 or season 4 or whatever. Yeah, I won't make I'll make that video after this, or say tomorrow. Yeah, I'll make that video tomorrow on, let's say, the top 10 worst Some episodes I don't recommend for people who watched after like say after the first movie or season 4. Thanks for watching, guys, this video, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. We just need more subscribers, you know. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.